all made a big mistake, haven't we? Last weekend, I made 4 of them. I was on my way to Publix, our local supermarket, to pick up a couple of steaks to grill for dinner. That wasn't the big mistake. That was a good idea. The big mistake was asking my wife if there was anything else we needed. Get some apples, she said. Oh, and we're out of eggs. Pick up some eggs, too. Okay, I said. No problem. Apples and eggs. I can handle that. Oh, and we're out of milk, so get some milk. And your daughter's out of cereal, so get a box of Cheerios. Wait a minute, I said. That's too much information. I can't remember all of that. Write it down. Fellow Toastmasters, yes. Curious onlookers, I know you're out there. With those 3 words, write it down. My steaks went up in flames before I even had a chance to light the grill. And with those 3 words, the shopping list was born. That was the biggest mistake of all. I don't know what the problem is with lists, shopping lists, all kinds of lists. I think they're just too ambiguous. And not only that, they're hard to understand as well. You'd think we'd be better at that. We've been writing lists for thousands of years. Moses had a list. Moses, that guy, how many people know that? It said something like, let my people go, part the Red Sea, talk to the burning bush. But it was too confusing, so he threw it away. And this is why the people wandered in the desert for 40 years. Maybe it's a man thing, I'm not sure, but I brought my list with me today, and I want to show you what I mean. We'll start with the first item on the list, apples. You remember my wife said, get some apples, right? If you think getting some apples is an easy thing to do, then you've just made your first big mistake. I thought apples was easy too, but this item alone nearly cost me my marriage. I've been married for 30 years. A life sentence for murder is what, 20? When I got to Publix, do you know they have 5 different kinds of apples in the produce section of Publix? I didn't know that. They have Red Delicious, Golden Delicious, Granny Smiths, Fuji's, Galas. I looked at my list, and it says apple. So I'm standing there. I'm like, Red Delicious, Golden Delicious, Fuji's, Galas, Red Delicious, Golden Delicious, Galas. After about 5 minutes, I started to feel a little self-conscious. And not only that, I could hear an echo. And I looked up, and there were 2 guys, one standing there, obviously having the same problem. 3 of us are all going, Red Delicious, Golden Delicious. So I think it is a man thing. But I bought the red apples, and I want to tell you why. I'd like you all for a moment, close your eyes, picture an apple in your mind. Okay? Now, is the apple you pictured red or green? It's red, of course, because red is the classic apple. You can't go wrong with a red apple, right? Well, if that's what you think, then you just made another big mistake. Hey, you're doing very well. When I got home with my red apple, my wife takes one look at them and she says to me, of all the apples, these are the ones I liked the least. I was shocked. I was crestfallen. I told her about the 5 different kinds of apples. I told her about ambiguous, and you know what I got? The question. The question goes like this. When was the last time you saw me eat a Red Delicious? I speak for most of the men in the audience when I say that I really never paid much attention. Ladies, I'm sorry, I love my wife. 30 years of marriage. I just don't care what kind of outfit she is. So now she's married me for I don't care enough about it. Let's move on to the second item before I break down crying in front of everyone. The second item on my list was Cheerios. You remember my daughter wants Cheerios?
Yeah.
The good news and bad news about Cheerios is I knew right where to go. I wasn't looking for Frosted Flakes. I wasn't looking for Fruity Pebbles. Cheerios! Easy. The bad news? There were more different kinds of Cheerios than there were apples. You know how many different kinds of Cheerios there are? 9. And you know how I know it? I stood there and I counted them. And I wrote them down, too. If you can stand in front of the apples for 5 minutes, you can stand in front of the Cheerios for 5 minutes. They've got Honey Nut, Berry Burst, Yogurt Burst, Multigrain, Cheerios Crunch, Fruity Cheerios, Frosted Cheerios, Apple Cinnamon Cheerios, and good old-fashioned regular Cheerios. My daughter likes multigrain. I messed up. I got her the Honey Nut. But she was nice about it. She said, "That's okay, Dad. I like these too." Even though I made another big mistake. If I had more time, I could tell you about the other items on the list, like the eggs, for example. Medium eggs, white eggs, brown eggs, jumbo eggs, Eggland's best eggs, or the milk, whole milk, skim milk, acidophilus milk. I think you get the idea, right? Hey, does grilling a couple of steaks next weekend sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's another big